What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. We got to talk about baby doge today because, as you know, we had a increase inside the whole crypto market, but we got to talk about what this means for baby doge and what it's going to do with our prices. So definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight to it, though. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is the technicals. I was mentioning inside of my previous video about this 1250 resistance all the way up here. And it actually looks like we're about to pass that right now. We're at 1224, and we passed it very briefly, but we might actually be able to get back above that. But I still personally think that this is a false breakout in the overall crypto market. I mean, you can see everything has just been pumping recently, 7.8% in the last 7 days. For Bitcoin, in the last 24 hours, 3.4%. But if you really look at this is a lot of growth in such a short period of time. And that's typically a leading sign of a false breakout. I don't know. Personally, I think that it's going to be the same as this, and we're just making lower highs every single time. And you can see it since all the way back here in August when our lowest high was $24,000. I mean, our highest high was $24,000. And now we're having this low high of 22,000. And then now look, now our low high is going to be like 21,000, and it's just going to keep going lower and lower. So that's just what I personally think is about to happen here. But as you can see, we are trying to get right past this 1250 resistance all the way up here. It does say over here in the 24-hour market control, we're bullish by 80% in the last 24 hours. So that's pretty good for the baby doge and the pricing overall. But really what we got to look at is the 4-hour chart. That's really going to show us where we are more than likely going to end up after this. So this is a lot of resistance up here. I mean, this whole red area, whenever you see the red areas, it just means supply and demand of less demand. So it just means that we have less demand in these areas. So typically, it's pretty much saying from 1240 all the way up, we have less demand here from baby doge from 1240 to 1300. So you can take that for what you want. I think that it's a very good possibility that we could go a little bit higher, especially if baby doge starts releasing, some more updates and some more marketing campaigns. Then we could definitely see some more increase in baby doge specifically. But if we're just talking about overall crypto market, I think the overall crypto market is probably inside of another false breakout area again. And I think that we're gonna, get rejected again. And I'll actually talk about that in a second here with Bitcoin, since we already know here what baby doge is pretty much gonna do. But yeah, we're expecting it to get rejected right where we are, pretty much, and a little bit higher if we can get it higher. But I just don't think that baby doge is gonna get too much higher from here. So really, I'm just looking at this 1250 resistance as that key resistance point. So I definitely think we're gonna pull back even harder after this, pretty much. But also, Bitcoin, we got to watch Bitcoin though. So as you can see, Bitcoin is hitting this resistance. I was trying to talk about this earlier, but look at this resistance here. This is about 20.9K here. And yeah, we're at 20.7K now. But look at what the oscillator is telling us. The oscillator is telling us something completely different. You can see here, the oscillator is showing overbought here. All of these areas, all of this is all overbought here. And then we sell off a little bit and they consider that overselling. But that's because we had more buying to go in. So as you see more buying going in, boom, another overbought area. And now we're also seeing more selling with the overbuying. But what comes after this? What comes next? You can actually see down here, this was overselling. They consider this overselling. So what are they going to consider the selling that's forming up right here? You can see it forming up. So we're about to have selling. But how far is that selling going to take us? Is this the top for this rally? Is it just going to stop here at 20.9K? And that's really what we got to look at and decipher here, because I think that this is, close to the top for that rally. I really do believe that we're probably going to end up pulling back down here to this 20.3K area, maybe trading around there for a little bit before dropping back down to 19.6K. But see, when we hit 19.6K, we still have a lot of demand down there. That's why we have all that green down there. There's a lot of green areas showing that there's heavy demand for Bitcoin all in these areas here. So then Bitcoin could start rallying again once it gets back up or back down to 19K. So it does seem like we're probably going to pull back to the 19K areas. But that's just what I think personally. Now, anyways, let's look at the 4-hour chart here, because the 4-hour chart, it'll probably show us something a lot different than this short-term 15-minute chart. So if you want to look at the 4-hour chart, so we're actually probably going to end up going down here on the oscillator. You can actually see it's at the peak of this green buying wave, so it could actually end up curving down any moment now. Even looking up here, it says low activity. This is for institutional investors, dark pools, all that good stuff, large whales. It's showing that we do have low activity here. So it's going to be hard to get to this high activity. If we can get past 22K, it's pretty much saying high activity is expected from there, which could mean a pump after 22K. But see, it's going to be really hard for us to get all the way up to 22K in the first place. So if we can't even get past 21K, then who's to say that we can even get past 22K and then eventually up here where we have even more resistance. So I think overall, like bull market from this, pump that we have, I don't think that it's going to be like, a long lived one. I think that there's going to be another pullback. So I'm still expecting that, but we're just gonna have to wait and be patient. I still expect it to pull all the way back here down to 18.2K. I'm staying strong on the 18.2K Bitcoin prediction. But anyways, let's talk about the other stuff here. Let's get off the technicals for a little bit. Baby Doge is doing nice, 2.5% in the last 24 hours. And then we have over here, Bitcoin is doing all right too, 3%. This is actually pretty good. Baby Doge is now taking over the DeFi racing space. So now they have a new metaverse out there, D-Race, which is pretty much partnered with Baby Doge now. And you can see here, I'll play a little bit of this video so you can see what exactly it is. You're not going to really see much here. Just going to see this little gameplay, I guess, or not even gameplay, but it's just showing the horses in 3D, I guess. But yeah, this is, I guess, another one of the adventures of Baby Doge now doing D-Race. Probit is now listing Baby Doge. That's definitely pretty good. We're on there now. And then you can see over here, new features coming soon for Baby Doge Swap. So that's all good as well. We're also getting new holders every single day at 1,628,690 holders. That's a lot of holders right there. And you can see we burned $8,100 worth of Baby Doge in the last 24 hours, which is 6.897 trillion Baby Doge. In the last 7 days, we burned 43 trillion Baby Doge, which is $50,000. And then in the last 30 days, we burned 310 trillion Baby Doge, which is $365,000. So we've been doing a lot of burns here inside Baby Doge. We've been doing a lot of stuff. Shiba Swap has passed Baby Doge, very briefly here. Now at 185 for Baby Doge for DeFi Llama with total value locked. Total value locked inside of Baby Doge Swap is now at 26 million, whereas Shiba Swap is now at 26.1 million. So I guess it's not that big of a difference, but still, they just passed us again, and eventually we'll probably be past them. We've been like hand in hand with them. So I think we're going to be past them soon if we aren't already. I don't know. It takes a while for a lot of these things to update, but let's see if we're past them tomorrow. We got to stay up above Shiba Swap. We just have to. And also, I guess we could talk about my mining experience or my farming experience with Baby Doge Swap. So just go over here and swap now. It should be already up there. So yeah, there it is. Let's see my mining experience for Baby Doge Swap. As you can see here, that is $2.85, probably somewhere around there. $2.86 maybe. So yeah, within like 4 or so days, or not 4 or so days, now it's about a week now. So yeah, it's at about a week right now. The APR is actually down to 113% APR, which means it is going down. It started at 184 or 187, if I'm not mistaken, one of those two. But it definitely started all the way up there. Yesterday it was 134, and now it's 113. So as more liquidity gets added into this pair right here, and as the time gets closer and closer to the end date, it's going to continue to drop. So the people that got in early are pretty much got the best of it. But we still have, a good amount of APR. That's a lot. 113% is still a lot. But it just shows like it's best to get in early because then you're going to get the best of both worlds and you're going to get the highest amounts from it. But yeah, now it's starting to go down just a little bit, but still, it's still good to, roll with. But yeah, I'm still going to keep you all updated on this and show you exactly how it's going with that. And this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Definitely go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. And also, if you want to check out some new music by me, you can definitely check out the album that I have coming out, link inside of the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.